Bro, no, I can't lie, yeah. That game nearly gave me a heart attack. But nonetheless, we pulled through and got the win. And the Sixers won 116 to 115. Like I said, it's not a Sixers game if they don't give you a heart attack, blow a lead, and overall make the game 10 times harder than it needs to be. But credit to the guys, they got it done. But before I give my opinions on this game, please like the video, share, subscribe if you like my content. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, key points for me to note out. James Harden's defense in this game was absolutely elite. From the block on Malcolm Brogdon to the amount of passing lanes he got into, diving on the floor for loose balls, that I believe it was on the floor of Grant Williams, scrapping with the ball, got a jump ball, we won the jump ball. There were so many plays he made on both ends of the floor, which seemed really minor, but considering how the game ended now, were very pivotal in this win at the end of the day, because those little plays from James Harden definitely added up. And let's not talk about the clutch floater to send it to OT, the clutch corner three to overall win the game. And I'm going to touch on that in a minute. I know a lot of Sixers fans weren't happy with the way Embiid closed out the fourth quarter, and Al Horford, to be fair to him, was was playing very good defense and winning that matchup later on. But one thing you need to understand, he is Joel flipping Embiid. His gravity alone is the reason why James Harden was open. His gravity alone is the reason why we had so many opportunities. Speaking about opportunities, that big time offensive board from PJ Tucker in the fourth quarter, I believe, made the layup and one, knocked down the free throw, put us up by one. Those little plays is exactly why PJ Tucker is here. I don't care if he has 0 points. Those possessions there, I believe he had 6 points his entire game. I might be wrong, I haven't checked that. But those 3 points there from the layup and the and one are the most pivotal points he made that entire game. That offensive rebound was huge. PJ really comes up big and does the little stuff. I believe there was a loose ball where it was him and Al Horford scrapping for the rebound. He hit it off Al Horford, we retain possession. Little plays like that is exactly why PJ Tucker is here. Now, getting on to Embiid, even if he's having an off night, his gravity is honestly pivotal to our success. Now, think about it logically, yeah. I believe the Celtics are up by 2. Embiid's being guarded by, I believe, either Jason Tatum or Al Horford. James Harden's having one of the best games of his life. Well, not really. He's had some clutch games. One of the best games in a long time. And you leave him wide open in the corner. Why? Because his natural instincts are telling him Embiid is so lethal down low, I need to double team him. Because even if Embiid scored a tough bucket from the mid-range or around the paint, which is where he was, you will still be up back. It will still be a tie game, with the opportunity to advance the ball, hold the ball for a final shot, and potentially win the game. But nah, his instincts kicked in. It reminded him how lethal Joel Embiid was. And credit to him, he made the perfect read to James in the corner, found him in the corner, and Harden knocked it down. So little things like that you got to pay into consideration before you say, oh, Embiid nearly sold the game. Let's be flipping serious now. And that defensive possession at the end on that final possession to cause Marcus Smart to not get the shot off in time, yeah, that was really, really good defense right there. However, I've got a few concerns. One of them is how easily Jason Tatum is getting switched on to Maxey. You know, we might need to take a book out of the Atlanta Hawks defensive playbook. Hide Trae Young where possible. Well, we shouldn't be allowing Maxey to switch on to Jason Tatum so quickly, so easily, especially on the final possession. We got to find ways to hide Tyrese Maxey. And not only that, the amount of, not to be negative, but the amount of wide open shots the Boston Celtics got. The end of the fourth quarter ended on a Marcus Smart wide open brick for game. That was a terrible defensive possession. Do you know how many times him or Malcolm Brogdon had wide open looks? To start off the game, Jason Tatum had a wide open look, which he missed, by the way. But the point is, why does this keep happening? I can't even remember 5 times we had a wide open look from 3, and the Celtics had multiple. Not to be negative, but yeah, interesting to see that Jalen McDaniels didn't play. But at the end of the day, he hasn't been amazing this series, hasn't been terrible. So I honestly trust Doc Rivers' opinion and judgment the most, which is funny for me to say because, yeah. But overall, he's been coaching this series very well. And also the lack of Paul Reed. I don't have an issue with that because today, the PJ Tucker small ball 5 minutes worked. And it's going to be a thing where if Doc Rivers can be selective of when you play the small ball 5, when you don't, and if it works, then I don't really have an issue with it. Like today, it was fine. So Paul Reed not getting that many minutes was cool because PJ Tucker at the small ball 5 worked. Now, George Niang has some huge threes. However, there was a few times where he was getting torched defensively, shanked that shot off the other side of the backboard, where you got a that yank ni yang. The thing about him, yeah, he can hit some huge threes, but he can also be a defensive liability. I would have liked him to be pulled from the game a bit quicker sometimes, but at the end of the day, I understand the logic because he comes up big with the threes, and you don't want to mess up his rhythm too much, so I understand it. But this game right here was solely won by obviously James Harden and Embiid, but specifically James Harden's two-way performance. When are you going to hear that? 34-year-old James Harden playing on both sides of the floor at an elite level. It's crazy, but that's what won us the game. But realistically, we can't go on a run and let the Boston Celtics creep back in like in game, 3? When we got obliterated by the Celtics. They didn't let us creep within crawling distance. When they went on a run, they extended it and was locked in on the defensive side. We need to do the same thing so we can put these games away and not really give them an opportunity to come back, because another day, this could have been a loss and we could be down 3-1. So I'd like to see that change. But honestly, let's try still a game in Game 6 at TD Garden. Or Game 5, in TD Garden. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Hopefully we win it in 6, but still Game 5 first. But, damn, this was a roller coaster game. This is just my raw thoughts about the game. I'll give more of a detailed insight tomorrow. But please, guys, like, share, subscribe. Stay blessed, my people. Sixers in 6, and I'm out. Peace.